Good morning, friends. It's Gord, your hurting hippie. And yeah, the hippie talks again, and today I talk about civility. It is the hippie way. It is the hippie way, and that's why thumbs down bother me. Yeah, let's start talking. Everybody, have a coffee. Have a toke too. I forgot mine. So I don't know how focused I'll be. Anyways, friends, we're going to be on this for a little while because we're hitting a time in society when civility is not the paramount thing in our minds, and it should be. Uh, and I want to take an example. Yesterday I put up hippie talks and talks and talks, and I talked about this subject. And I got my most thumbs down ever, 7. Although every comment was positive, and there was one of you from France. Sorry, I forget your name, but we don't see eye to eye. You are on the left, and you don't like the strong patriotism that seems to be welling up. And I loved it. We talked. We're not on the same side. See, I like that patriotism swelling up, even though I am not a patriot. It is natural that the right starts to become noisy because the left has been hugely obfuscating the truth and dragging everybody into this world of you can't offend people and free speech only for me but not for you because you're evil, that kind of thing. So the right hits back. And it's a wrong thing to do. Yeah, I kind of like seeing the swell up because it means that the pendulum that's swaying too far because of political correctness is coming back. Yes, there's a plane overhead. I may have to stop for a minute, but the pendulum always comes back. But this one's an ugly one. It could swing all the way the other way, or people could really trench down in their leftist ideas and move straight into communism and socialism. So it's a tricky time. But civility is the way to fix it. You, and I'm talking to you, not you, you. You do not have to agree with me. And we don't need to agree to disagree. What we need to understand is the right and the left are both good people. They're fighting for the same reason, for good. Somebody said, Norm MacDonald said, it isn't good versus evil. It's good versus good. Both sides feel very strongly that they are good people, and they are driven off of their desires to make the world better. The left just thinks that a lot of people need help in that, and the right thinks that you need to leave people alone to do that. That's fundamentally the difference, and we need to get back to that and understand that not only does everybody have the right to have an opposing position to yours or mine, but they themselves are right to themselves. And we have to see that, and we have to respect that. You can't change somebody's mind on something that's held very deeply, and I'm going to explain one of those things away. I'm dealing right now with with my son and my ex-wife's superstitions. Russians, she's Russian, are very, very superstitious. They're raised from the moment they're young. They're doing all these things. You can't talk about somebody's injury and show the same location on yourself or you're bringing the injury on. You can't whistle in a house or you're bringing on financial ruin. You can't give 1 rose or 3 roses. You can't give 2 roses or 4 roses. It's always got to be an odd number. Things like that. And I used to think they're funny until while married, I made fun of her superstitions and I realized how deep they are. And that is such a good analogy I've been teaching my son. You may not think that your mom's superstitions, like whistling in the house and he can whistle, are right or have any basis in truth. But to her, they are truth beyond truth. And she doesn't understand the power of them, but they hold power over her. So it is super important to make sure that you pay attention to that and understand that the other side is just as passionate about what they're doing, and they aren't doing it to be evil. So no, the right versus left, it isn't evil versus good on either side. It is good versus good, and we need to be civil and try to take it from, please tell me your side. Why this? Why that? Ask some questions. Don't force your opinion on someone else because they aren't going to change their mind. Try to understand their opinion. Through that, they may try to understand your opinion. And somewhere we're going to meet back in the center again, where our differences are so minuscule that we can do really well. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Let's see what we can do. How many thumbs down will I get for this? Peace.